Well, hello again, everyone. Professor Profit coming to you from Gamblers University. And we've got a neat roulette strategy for you today. This one is called Street Intersection. $500 buy-in, $50 win goal. Only a $2 starting bet, so we start off pretty cheap. Call it the Street Intersection because we have a street bet and a column bet that intersect, and that's the reason for the name. We hope you enjoy the video, and if you do, we ask that you give us the old thumbs up so we know you like the content. And also, if you haven't already, subscribe to the Gamblers University channel, man. We'd love to have you hit the button and become part of the student body here at Gamblers U. Now, if you have a tweak you think might improve this strategy, we would appreciate a comment, so please be sure to leave it below. And finally, if you're thinking of taking this particular strategy to the casino, we encourage you to try it on your software or your table at home. Before you do so, be sure you're comfortable betting it and that you're confident it can win you some money when you're playing for those real dollars. So we'll see you down on the felt shortly and show you the nuts and bolts of the street intersection roulette strategy. See you shortly. Down here on the virtual roulette table, and we're getting ready to spin our street intersection strategy. $500 buy-in, $50 win goal, and only a $2 starting bet. So we'll start that with a dollar bet on the one street, and then we'll pick up a column, and let's go ahead and pick up the third column. And you can pick any street or any column you want to, doesn't really matter. We're going to start here and see if we can get a hit on the first spin. 32 red will be the number, and that's going to be a loss. So when we lose, we just rebet, pick up the 4th street, add another dollar to the column, and let's spin it again. And there's 17 black, so that's going to be another loss. So we just keep building. We pick up another street and another dollar on the column, and then we go up a level on all of our bets. So that'll be $2 on the 3 streets, which is a total of $6. And the column bet total should always equal the street bet total. So since we have 6 on the street, we should have 6 on the column. So we'll up that to 6. That's a $12 bet. And let's give this wheel a spin. And there's 10 black, so that's going to be our first. Nope, that's a loss. I thought we had a win there. That was a little too much, though. So let's come back, and we'll put $2 on the 10, and then bring each one of these up another level of $3 each. So that's a total of $12 on street bet. So we'll bring our column bet up to $12. $24 total bet, and we're spinning. And there's 28 black, so that's going to be a loss. So we'll rebet and pick up the 13 street. And then we'll add a dollar to all the streets, bring them up to $4 each. So 4 times 5 street is $20, so we'll bring the column bet up to 20. And see if we can finally get a hit of some kind. We haven't hit anything yet, so we are due. There's 25 red, so that's going to be another loss. So this is all the coverage we're going to have. We're just going to go up a level until we hit something. And we've got enough numbers here where we should. So add 5 more to the column bet, and be 25 on that, and of course $25 total on these street bets. So there's 6 black, so we finally get a nice hit, and that's an $85 win, so that brings us up to $3. And that's a new session high, so we'll just start on the other end here for $1 on the 34th street. And let's go to the second column for $1, $2 bet, and we're spinning. 17 black, so we do hit that middle column there, so that's a $1 win. So let's just stay where we are, just rebet and spin again. We're at $4 now. 35 black, so we hit them both. That's a $13 win, so that's a nice one. So let's move over to the 13th street, and let's go first column this time for $2 bet. We're at 17, our session high, and we're spinning. And there's 32 red, so that's going to be a loss. So let's rebet, and let's pick up the 16th street. Add another one to the column, so that's $2 on the streets, $2 on the column. Always keep those equal. And there's 9 red, another loss. So let's rebet and let's pick up the 10th street and then add $1 to all of these, make them $2 each. So that's $6 total. So we'll bring the column bet up to $6. That's $12 total, and we'll give it a spin. So there's 10 black. So we do hit our street bet there and the column bet. So that's a $30 win. That puts us all the way up to 41. So that's pretty nice. So let's start on the 22nd street this time and go back to the third column for $1. And we're spinning. Number this time is 16 red. So that'll be a loss on that one. So we'll pick up the 25th street, add another $1 to the third column, a $4 bet now. And there's 31 black, so that'll be another loss. So let's rebet and let's pick up the 19th street, add $1 to each one of these streets. That'll bring them to $2 each. $6 total, so we'll bring the column bet up to 6 and give it a whirl. 33 black, so that's going to be a hit for us. And that's a $6 win, so that puts us at 41. That equals our session high. So we'll go back to our base level, and we'll go second column and the 1 street. Just $9 away from our goal. So there's 30 red, that's a loss. So now let's come back and pick up the lucky 7th street, add another $1 to the column bet, and spin. And there's 8 black, so that's a nice hit for us. We hit both the column and the street. And that puts us at $53, which meets our session high. So if I was in a casino, I'd cash out right now. But we're doing a video, and it's been a little bit too short to stop now. So we'll go ahead and continue playing on. But again, if this was a casino, I would be done for this session. So let's start on the 25th street this time for $1. And the third column, $2 bet. And we're spinning. And there's 35 black. So that's going to be a loss. So let's rebet and we'll pick up the 28th street and add another one to the third column. And there's 31 black. So that's another loss. So we'll pick up the 31st street. Add $1 to all the street bets. That makes 2 apiece. So 2 times 3 is 6. So we'll bring our column bet up to 6, $12 total, and give it a whirl. So there's 32 red. So that's going to be a street hit for us, a $12 win. And it puts us at 59. It's a new session high. So let's start off with 13th street and first column for $1, $2 bet, and we're spinning. And there's 27 red. That's going to be a loss. So we'll just rebet and pick up the 16th street, add $1 to the column bet, $4 total bet this time. And there's 21 red. So just missed on that one. That's another loss. Let's pick up the 19th street and add $1 to each one of the street bets. That makes them $2 a piece. So that means we'll bring the column bet up to $6 so that they all equal. $12 total bet. And there's the green monster. So we knew we weren't going to get through a video without seeing that at least once. And there it is. So let's rebet and let's pick up the 10th street. And we'll bring all these up to 3. So that's a $12 total bet on the streets. So we'll bring the column bet up to 12. And we're spinning. And there's 12 red. So that's a $12 win for us. And that puts us at 53. That's still not at our session high. So we'll just rebet and spin again. Here we go. And there's 11 black. So that's going to be another street hit for us. Another $12 win. And that puts us at 65, and that is a new session high. So we'll go back to our base level, and we'll pick up the 22 street in the third column and give it a spin. And there's 13 black, so that's a loss on that one. So we'll rebet, and let's pick up the 10 street, add another $1 to our column bet. And there's 2 black, and that's going to be a loss. So let's rebet, and let's pick up the 16 street and add $1 to the 3 street bets, $2 each. So that means we go up to 6 on the column bet, and we're spinning. So there's 23 red. So that's going to be a street hit for us. And that's going to put us in a new session high at $71. So I think what we're going to do is go ahead and call that a video. And I think you kind of have the gist of it. Again, we started off really slow, and we got up to our maximum coverage, which is 5 streets and the 1 column. And again, if you're losing on the 5 street bet, you just add $1 to those street bets until you do finally hit something. And of course, you got to be sure to keep the column bet even with the street bets as far as the totals go. So that is how the street intersection is played. And of course, we call it that because we have the streets intersection with the column. We started off with $500. We ended up at $571. That's a $71 profit using the street intersection roulette strategy. So we hope you enjoy that. If you did, we ask that you give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed to the Gamblers University channel, we'd appreciate it if you go ahead and hit that button at this time. If you have a comment on how you might tweak this strategy to improve it, we'd love to hear from you. Once again, we thank you for joining us. Hope you come back and see us again real soon. Till that time, if you're out there spinning that wheel, we wish you nothing but the best of luck. And we hope all your numbers come up winners. Talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.